For this video, I've used Car and Driver's top 25 bestsellers in the United States and ran leases on all of them using August's rates and residuals. A quick heads up though, I am doing a live stream celebrating hitting 100,000 subscribers this coming Monday, August 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on my Instagram. Go on and follow at Ari_Janesian and send in your questions. Even if you're not going to be on the live stream, I'm trying to make an effort of answering any and all questions that subscribers have been sending to my IG. Just some disclaimers before I start. All these numbers are for August 2024 and all estimates expire at the end of the month. And actually, most of these expire right up to September 3rd. They're for 2024 model year vehicles unless I say otherwise. The deals are assuming 36 months and 12,000 miles per year. Also, these deals are assuming you're covering your dealer and state fees at start and won't include your state sales tax. These numbers are assuming you've got a 720 FICO score. And lastly, I'm just some guy on YouTube at the end of the day. Please always do a bit of research to verify accuracy of these estimates and even try to do better. Diving right in. Starting off at number 25, the Ford Escape. Inventory has stayed roughly the same as last month with about 19,500 total Escapes. And of those are about 5,800 active all-wheel drives. Still a 49% residual and a 1.92% APR. So $457 if you got it at the dealer's cost, and about $515 if you paid full MSRP. At number 24 is the Subaru Forester. Inventory still increasing on the Forester, which is a great sign. This month, I'm using the premium instead of the limited because inventory levels have really shifted over in favor of the premium. Residual is 60%, and we've got a 0.00169 money factor. Our payment range would be $404 at invoice and $463 at MSRP. At number 23 is the Mazda CX-5. A total of 15,700 units now in the country, with about 5,900 of those as select all-wheel drives. Luckily, no changes to the program, keeping payments at $350 at invoice and $371 at full MSRP. How do I know residuals, rebates, invoice prices, and so on? Check out my cheat sheet that's in the description below. It'll show you how I scrape all this data using public resources. At number 22 is the Jeep Wrangler. Dealers are cutting amazing deals on Wranglers right now, but using programs from like dozens of different banks. My best advice is to pursue a deal with little to no money due at all at start, and I'll use about 1% of the MSRP as your target payment. So if you've got a $50,000 Wrangler, pay no more than about $500 per month as a good rule of thumb. At number 21 is the Subaru Crosstrek. So listen, no major fluctuations in inventory, but we did see Subaru adjust the money factor back down to about 0.00249, lowering payments by a few bucks, making our range $354 at invoice and $399 at full sticker price. At number 20 is the Subaru Outback. Bit of a drop in inventory, but not much to worry about here. Getting the one you want at a decent deal is still very much a possibility. Residual dropped another point to 57%, and the money factor made like a minor fluctuation, making our new payments $499 at invoice and $571 at MSRP. Now, at number 19 is the Toyota Highlander. Highlander inventory is dwindling down to nothing here. 1,500 units left, with a third of those as XLE all-wheel drives. Program has stayed the same, so if you can even get one and even manage to get it at invoice, we'd be talking about $511 at the invoice price and $624 at full MSRP. At number 18 is the Ford Explorer. No major changes at all here, you guys. Similar inventory, same residual, same money factor. So the payment at invoice, you're going to be at $581, and at MSRP, you're at $635. At number 17 is the Honda Accord. Modest changes over last month here, guys. 500 more units, same residual and same money factor. However, there is $1,250 in loyalty or conquest cash. So if you've got something juicy in the house, mention it at the negotiation table. Payments at invoice would be about $362, and at MSRP we're at $408. At number 16 is the Civic. Civic inventory continues to drop, but Honda disproportionately pumping out sports to keep things flowing. Program is going to be the same up until Labor Day, and our payment range is still about $309 to $352 when you go from invoice to MSRP. At number 15 is the Hyundai Tucson. Nothing special for me to say regarding the program here because, again, they also have the same program going from July to September. So all that lease cash, the residual, all that stuff stay the same. Making payments at invoice still about $327 and $360 at full MSRP. At number 14 is the Chevy Equinox. 2,000 more units this month added to the pool, and it's got a 58% residual this month and a 0.0016 money factor. Our payment at invoice is $428, and at MSRP we're at $471. At number 13 is the Toyota Corolla. Inventory still hovering around this 4,000 unit number. It's got a 58% residual and a 0.002 money factor, making for payments around $349 at MSRP and $300 at invoice price. At number 12 is the Tesla Model 3. So much to say, so that I gotta actually tell you, I can't say it. Check out the Tesla website to see what they've got to offer on the Tesla Model 3. At number 11 is the Toyota Tacoma. Couple more thousand units added to the pool. You guys, it has a 77% residual, but to really ruin it, it's got a 0.00296 money factor. At invoice, our payment would be around $428, and at MSRP about $523. That's actually pretty decent. However, the program for Toyota is a little bit confusing because it changes from region to region. So use my cheat sheet to find out up to the minute programs for your region on any vehicle and any zip code you need. At number 10 is the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep, again, like the Wrangler, has tons of available rebates and inventory, so you guys can really get a nasty deal, especially during this Labor Day sales event. Plenty of folks telling us on the forums online they're seeing deals on limited gas models in the 400s and 4xEs in the 3 and 400s as well. Pursue the most aggressive deal you can by just collecting a few different quotes and making sure that you're insisting on this 3 to 400 number for sure. At number 9 is the Nissan Rogue. Nissan is sitting on a ton, way too many Rogues here, you guys. 33,000 of them roughly. There is tons of money floating around region to region, especially here in Boston. At full MSRP with our program, we're at $428, and at invoice, we're at $374. At number 8 is the Toyota Camry. Sad to see Toyota posting less and less inventory numbers, but I'm positive they're crushing sales, especially with this redesigned Camry. What is god awful though is this lease program. It's got a 53% residual and a crazy 0.0033 money factor, making payments $459 at invoice and $553 at MSRP, and it's just terrible. At number 7 is the GMC Sierra. $662 at invoice still and $763 at MSRP. Nothing special this month. At number 6 is the Honda CR-V. Inventory hovering around the 14,000 unit mark. The program expires on the 3rd of September. So to reiterate, $419 at invoice and $445 at MSRP is what you want to be targeting. However, be on the lookout for special holiday rebates that could drop during the Labor Day weekend, because Labor Day really is a great time to buy, and Honda gauges this based off of how many they sold for the month of August before they release any extra incentives. At number 5 is the Tesla Model Y. There's an insane deal going on somewhere at some time. Check out the Tesla website so you can see exactly what that might be. I don't have that information. At number 4 is the Toyota RAV4. Less and less RAV4s from month to month, and Toyota is really burning through these things at dealerships. 5,300 units currently, 1,300 of which are the XLE all-wheel drive. This month, a 62% residual and a 0.00228 money factor, making payments $450 at invoice and about $518 at MSRP. At number 3 is the Ram 1500. Residual dropped this month to 53% and money factor stayed the same at 0.00016. The trick though is instead of leasing at 36, lease it at 39 because the residuals are the exact same. At invoice, we're at 614 and at MSRP, we're at 723. I personally would be gunning for payments in the high 400s to low 500s because these things have tons of incentives getting thrown at them from every which way. It's not just the invoice that dealers are worrying about. There's money coming from the factory depending on how many units they sell. There's money coming from the dealership's owner depending on how many units they sell. Buddy, just pursue an insane deal and trust me, it will pay off. At number 2 is the Chevy Silverado. 53,000 Silverados currently, and Chevy is really hooking up their loyal customers. It's got a 61% residual and a 0.00172 money factor. Now, without loyalty incentives included, at MSRP, we're at 683, and at invoice, we're at 596. However, with loyalty incentives, you're talking 525. Last but not least, at number 1, the Ford F-150. Ford's got about 61,000 F-150s right now, and you guys, at invoice, we're going to be around 621, and at MSRP, we're at 707. Realistically, though, don't worry about invoice and all that. Realistically, once you hear these numbers getting thrown at you, scoff arrogantly and tell the dealer back you're all set. But in a week or so, when they follow up, tell them you'll shake hands around 450 to 500. Don't forget, you guys, my live stream is this coming Monday, August 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be on my Instagram at Ari_Janesen. So go there and follow. Send in your questions regardless if you're going to be on the live stream or not. At any point, I'd love to answer them in one of these videos. In the description below, you'll be able to gather pricing from local dealerships as well as gain access to my cheat sheet. If you found this information useful, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.